Hi Goenkans. As we know that we are discussing chapter number 2 in history, the rise of socialism in Europe and the Russian Revolution. And today's topics are the 1905 Revolution and Bloody Sunday. Please open your books. So let's start. The 1905 Revolution. Russia was an autocracy. Here you need to understand what is an autocracy, where the king has the absolute powers. It means the autocratic government. The Tsar was not subject to the parliament. It resembles that. Tsar was not answerable to the parliament. Liberals wanted to end this state of affairs. So liberals believe that no, this system should be end. It should be eradicated from the society. They worked towards demanding a constitution during the revolution of 1905. So they worked that we are going to set up a new constitution. So that is why it is known as the revolution of 1905, because it was the initiative started by the liberals to set up the new constitution. Now we are going to discuss about Bloody Sunday. So why it is known as Bloody Sunday, we will discuss in a brief manner. Prices of essential goods rose so quickly by 1904 that the real wages declined by 20%. Remember, the essential commodities in Russia at that time, the basic things, the prices doubled and the wages were declined by 20%. You can understand what was the situation at that time in Russia. During this time, 4 members of the Putilov Iron Works were dismissed. So we are talking about an iron industry, namely Putilov Iron Industry. The 4 members, they start talking about the wages, they start talking about the fixed working hours. But after listening to them, they were dismissed from the Putilov Iron Industry. Action was called for. So the other workers feel that if they have been thrown out from the factory, so tomorrow we can be also. So they decided over 110,000 workers in St. Petersburg went on strike, demanding a reduction in working hours and increase in wage. So what basically now workers want? They started a strike. They feel that the working hours should be fixed. You know what are the working hours? That like government has fixed certain working hours for the workers, like from 10 to 6 they have to work. So there were no fixed working hours in Russia, and moreover the wages were very less. Got it? The procession was led by Father Gapon. Who was the leader of that procession? That was Father Gapon. This procession was attacked by police and Cossacks. So it was attacked by the police and the Cossacks. Cossacks were the basically the government members in the civil uniform. As we know, police, they already attacked the people. Over 100 workers were killed. So how many workers were killed? 100 workers killed by the police and Cossacks. Strike Strikes took place as a reaction. As you must be aware about Newton's third law of motion, to every action there is equal and opposite reaction. So what was the reaction of that? So the people, they started strikes in the factories and all that. People demanded a new constituent assembly. So what they demanded now? So we want a new constituent assembly. Basically, they want to snatch the powers of the king. The Tsar allowed the creation of an elected consultative parliament or Duma. So Tsar, he agreed upon it, but you need to understand an elected consultative parliament or Duma. So these were basically the elected members of the Tsar. Got it? The Tsar dismissed the first Duma within 75 days and announced the elections of the second Duma. Now you must be able to understand. So why he dismissed, if it was an elective Duma, so why he dismissed within 75 days? Because he dismissed, the reason was that the things he want to be done was not coming in the proper manner. So that was the reason he dismissed the first Duma and he announced the dates of the next Duma within 3 months. I think you have understood it properly. Thank you, Goenkans.